How's the royal family? I pray that everyone is doing well. Well, my royal family, go get your shit. It's one of them type of videos. I know the title is quite believable. Trust and believe. I don't catfish over here, my royal family. I bring it real, I bring it raw, and I bring it juicy. So I'm on my water regimen today, so I'm going to make my water juicy and all, Remember to drink your water, I be talking about my grape juice and my ice and my lime and all of that. But today, strictly water. All right, my royal family. So, we've been watching the crisis that's been popping off over in the Ukraine. And one thing that I can truly say, my royal family, we are truly spread on the four corners of the earth. I might have to bring something else back up on this. So let me take that down. Just might have to. Anyhow, and when I seen what I seen today, it made me get straight up, just sit straight up. Because what I have a tendency to do sometimes is I will, see some events that we're all seeing, and then I will sit back and let the story take on a life itself. So I have some things to read and 2 videos to show. So just when I think I didn't heard it all, I hear some more juiciness, some more stupidity. And so let's get into it. Ain't no need. Lean all up in it. All right? Now, anybody new to the true royal family or true royal, when I say go get your shit, go get your weed, your wine, or whatever your thing is. Because I'm going to make it real juicy. That's how I get down over here. So, just to refresh folks' memory, Russian-Ukraine war. Over 200 Nigerians applied to join the Ukrainian war. Over 200 Nigerians have indicated their interest to join Ukraine in defending her home from Russian invasion. According to the reports, the number of Nigerian volunteers is increasing, is likely to hit 400 before the end of the week. According to an anonymous source, the government of the Ukraine has a short list, about 100, who are most qualified, as the government is keen on recruiting more qualified men, such as ex-servicemen with military background. Okay, now check it out. They expected about 400 to hit. Pay attention to language. Okay, their short list is around 100. All right. Now, y'all know that I am known for doing deep research. Okay. Just to let y'all know, some of these names I can't pronounce, so I'll just give an initial, and I'll let you know if they're white or African. So this title here says, Ukraine Nigerians willing to fight Russian forces must pay $1,000 for flight, ticket, visa. I'm like, ouch, ouch, ouch. Okay, I'm going to freeze that right there. I'm going to jump over to this other article that's going to tie into the article that I'm reading, that I'm getting ready to read. So they had interviewed this military soldier on the 4th of March, Nigerian, a former Nigerian soldier. I can't pronounce his name, but the initials are AU, has shared his reasons for offering to fight for the Ukrainian army against Russia. He said it would avail him the opportunity to provide better for his family, and as a former soldier once trained by the Ukraine army, he believes he's capable of carrying out the assignment if employed. Okay, pay attention to language. Oh, we're going to get back to AU. We're going to get back to him. Let me take that down. Okay. Now, AU is all up in his feelings. Okay, I'm going to read back to the other article I was reading, the second article. I was actually reading the third article. Now I'm back to the second because I said freeze and hold that on your frontal lobe. So, AU, this African, is all up in his feelings. Oh, why 1,000 was being demanded for Nigerian volunteers, the Ukrainian diplomat said, yes, 1,000. That is what I paid the last time I visit Ukraine. Now, this diplomat we're going to see on a video, all right? It may be kind of hard to understand some of the things he's saying, but it does have subtitles. Reacting to the monetary requirement, Monday, AU, that's the Nigerian, an ex-Nigerian Army officer said the $1,000 required is too high. They said we should provide evidence of military experience, passports, $1,000 for tickets and other. When I asked what the salary is, the guy first said $7,000 and later changed it to $3,000 per month. I showed him my military and training certificate, and he said, when asked why he want to go to the Ukraine, AU, again, AU is the Nigerian dude, said he needed money to take care of his family, including 6 children, adding that he was not afraid of Russian forces. Okay, now AU been doing a lot of talking, this Nigerian dude. So anyhow, I found out here that AU was dismissed from the Nigerian army from leaving his duties post to visit his pregnant wife without permission. And then at the bottom of this article, when they asked why he wants to go to the Ukraine, AU said he needed money to take care of his family, including 6 children. This dude is full of shit. So he ain't even in the Ukraine, and he scratching to get over there. Now, I got an aunt that's married to a Nigerian. There's some things that I know, and she's been with this Nigerian almost 40 years. So I'll get back into that. Now we're going to get into these videos. So this first video, I'm not going to play it all because the other stuff does not pertain to what we need, but I'm going to play a portion of this video, and then I'll go back and play a portion of it again, so you hear this video twice.
Hi, welcome to What's Happening. Here are the top 5 stories. At number 5, the Embassy of Ukraine in Nigeria says Nigerians who are willing to travel to Ukraine to fight Russian forces must be willing to provide at least $1,000 for tickets and visa. The embassy stated this when scores of Nigerians thronged its premises in Abuja on Thursday to express their readiness to join the Ukrainian fight against Russia. However, the announcement did not go down well with the Nigerians, who lamented that the price was too high. At number 4, Vice President Yemi
All right. I'm going to leave it right there. It didn't go down well. Now, it is something that I want y'all to try y'all best to absorb and hear, because I truly think it's very necessary. It does have subtitles, and it does have subtitles, and let's try to absorb as much as we can of this. Now, this is this diplomat, and they didn't give up his name in the article, where he claimed that, now his fat sloppy ass claimed that he had to pay money to fight over in the Ukraine back whenever they had, these folks is always fighting, a European war. Let's keep that on our frontal lobe too.
I understand that Nigerians are sending troops, but there are some Nigerians who say they don't mind going to Ukraine to fight. What can you say to that?
It's normal international practice when people want to volunteer and voluntarily go to the other country and join the army of this country. It's normal international practice, and of course for us it is expression of support, which we really appreciate. For now, it has not been realized. I mean, no one so far went. So we receive applications from people who say that they are willing. We receive hundreds of applications actually. But for now, we make lists. We send it to our government to see how many people support us, what they want to fight for us. But I cannot tell you what can happen next, because normally how it works, a person wants to fight, okay, no problem, he comes to that country and starts fighting for this country. But in this particular case, you cannot come to Ukraine because there is no air connection at all. No place of flying. The only way where you can fly would be to the territory of some other countries that border Ukraine. All these countries, except for they are countries of the European Union. So Nigerians will need visa to enter these countries. So from this point of view, it's pretty big obstacle for any volunteer to go to enter Ukrainian army.
So if I want to go to Ukraine, for instance, now, what exactly am I going to need to
do? You cannot, you would not be able to fly directly into Ukraine. You would have to fly to some country that borders Ukraine, like Poland, for example, or Hungary. And these are countries of the European Union, or you would need visa to enter these countries. Well, as I say again, a person who wants to go to fight for Ukraine or for any other country, that only volunteers can do it.
Yes.
Because if Ukraine pays to these people, pays the expenses and so on, then these people would be mercenaries. And to be mercenary is strictly prohibited by international law. We do not violate international law.
They said they were asked to pay for tickets. I think $1,000. Is that?
That's how much I paid when I went to Ukraine last time.
And they said they were informed that someone at the gate who said it's about they will be paid about $3,000 a month.
For in general, from what I know, in general, when a person joins some army, then this army pays that person. Normal price is paid to their soldier. I think so.
How much is this?
I don't know to tell the truth how much Ukrainian soldiers are paid. So, in general principle, but I repeat, this is how it works in the entire world, because in the entire world there are volunteers who come and, for example, because they see that injustice is done, so they want to put it right, so they come to the country and join that army.
Volunteers, are you willing to take?
Again, as I say, we are not taking anybody. People notify us that they are volunteers. That's it. If they want to come fight, then they should come, speak to the military authorities in Ukraine, and resolve it there.
But how many can come
to fight?
Like, what's the capacity? How many can come? How many volunteers can Ukraine take?
I don't know.
As many as possible.
I don't know. These are very theoretical questions, like how many volunteers can come and so on.
Has Ukraine taken soldiers from other parts of the world, countries? I mean, other parts of the world.
Okay. What I know is that people from 16 countries came as volunteers and joined the Ukrainian army.
Students who are coming back now. How is there going to be any refunds for them from the school? If the schools have been destroyed, what's going to happen to them?
Okay, as you must understand, for now it is a little bit premature to speak about anything. because now heavy fighting is going on. My personal idea and hope would be that the war stops fast and they can come back to their studies. That's what I would hope for and would be the best. So they can complete their studies, they can receive their diplomas and exercise their professions. This is what I hope the best. As to the rest, well, let's be optimistic.
I don't know whether you've read the news that there are some Nigerians who were trying to struggle to leave Ukraine and they were being prevented from leaving because of their cough.
I saw these videos on the internet. Okay, like I would say that 50-50. What I might say that on the one hand, when a lot of people are under stress and panicking, some can do some nasty things, but it's not the general attitude of the entire Ukrainian people. So it is absolutely, I'm afraid that it is possible that some such nasty incidents happen, and if they did, I want really to apologize to these people who suffer such treatment and say that not all Ukrainians are like that. On the other hand, Russia is very forceful in propaganda. So I don't know. So I would give 50% chance that it's really happened, and I'm really sorry for this because people are under stress. But another 50% there is probability that maybe it was a video staged by Russian propaganda.
Okay, if you just watch us, this is not the BBC Pidgin live broadcast from Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, where the second batch of Nigerians, they arrived from Poland. Okay, this is not the live broadcast from the BBC Pidgin. This is not BBC Pidgin live broadcast from the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, where more than 180 people don't land from Poland. Earlier this morning, about 451 students from where they run from the Ukraine crisis, conflict or war, been arrived the Nigerian capital for this Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport by 7 a.m. local time. But today, they are the second batch of Nigerians where don't tanda, where don't come from Poland with this. So make we just take on around waiting been don't happen. We know say about 8,000 Nigerians and then they live and work for Ukraine. Out of this number, 5,000 of them are students. And at these 5,000 students, Naim government been budget $5.8 million, make them immediately evacuate them from the Ukraine crisis. Many Nigerians who have been there Ukraine been complain as then they go through borders to come Nigeria. Many of them now they stay for Poland, some of them there for Romania, some of them there for Hungary, and many of them say for that Poland border they been face some racism small. But those who come back from Romania, many of them say they been get luck, them racism be no happen as it do for Poland. And today, the first batch of evacuees been land the Nigerian capital around 7 a.m. local time, and the second batch don't land around 6:30 p.m. local time. And Nigerian official, Minister of Humanitarian Affairs, don't waka go inside the plane to welcome them back to the country. Many of
All right, my royal family, I'm gonna bring what I'm gonna bring. Now, let's go over here real quick. So just based on that latter part of that video, the Africans are slowly trickling in to Poland, to Romania, and to all those other European countries and stuff. The best treatment I heard that they received is from the Romanians, and we don't even know how true that is, because trust and believe, 9 times out of 10, we gonna get treated bad. So I was thrown off, but not shocked, when I heard that the Africans, but they keep saying Nigerians, wanted to fight over in the Ukraine. Now remember, some of them that are already over there, and a lot of them want to go there. A lot of these men want to escape their families. I know some folks may be Nigerian listening to this, and I'm just telling you some things that I know. Like I said earlier, my aunt has been married to a Nigerian who's a professor, but a very down-to-earth man named Ade, that gives us the gospel truth, what's really going on in his country. And so I had an opportunity to read an article where this man, he ain't even in the Ukraine, but he's hot and heavy to go there. Then as I'm doing my deep research, find out that he got kicked out of the military, and we don't even know if that's true, just because he went to go visit his pregnant wife or something like that. It could have been something else totally different. And then you hearing all these rumors. Well, one rumor is absolutely true. You gotta pay your $1,000. You gotta make sure your visa and your paperwork is straight, and you gotta show that you actually have military experience. Now, the rumors that you should be concerned about is the ones about, oh, you're subject to get maybe $7,000 pay or $3,000 pay. They're not gonna get shit over there. And what I was doing was I was reading a lot of articles about the attitudes of the Africans over there, that the racism is not bad, they have a better life over there, and all of that. This is the same shit that got our ass in trouble wherever we go, trying to demonstrate that we are good, decent folk. This is the white man's war. This is none of our damn business. Our duty and responsibilities is to take care of our immediate situation and get our house in order with Yahweh and Yahweh only. I've been saying this like a broke record for the last 7 years. So now we are seeing demonstrations out of our captivity of utter foolishness and stupidity. And we will continue to see this on a global scale, even in America. So we all have to make executive decisions at the end of the day, because the war is here. The end is here. I'm speaking in the now, my royal family, and the enemy is the same on the 4 corners of the earth. They are being true to their nature. All right? I don't know how much more clear I can be over here on the True Royal Family, or my backup channel, True Royal. I don't know how much more clear I can be. This is insane. But makes me think about what KD always talk about, that 2/3. You know, make me think of different quotes that people say, like my dear father. He said, leave a fool to himself. So there's decisions that when it finally ends up on our front porch, our back porch, or even on top of our roof, we'll have to make some decisions. And so you don't wait for it to arrive. You already know what you got to do. You know, Keep that, one thing that we pray for is that hedge of protection is around our homes, around our mode of travel, around our being itself, that we are making good decisions. Allow yourself to feel. Or I'm going to keep going back to what my dear father said before he passed. He told me to watch my anger, do my own thinking, and don't make hasty decisions. And running to the enemy is a hasty decision. Putin don't give a damn about your black ass. I don't know how many more nigger moments do y'all folks have to receive to realize that the enemy is going to always be true to their nature. And for them to demand $1,000 of them to be a part of that war is actually giving you a way out. Stay out of their business. And you see that they even got a short list of folks who qualify. I read that in the first part of that. So yeah, we're going to see some of them. And what they're going to do, they're going to put their black asses on the front line. I guarantee you this. They will be the first to be wiped out. They will be the ones that take on the most dangerous missions possible. And that is what you're supposed to do in a war. I know y'all don't like what I'm saying. I don't even like what's coming out of my mouth. But I'm going to keep it raw on the true royal family. So what I need you to do is to render your voice with your beautiful divine words. And it's always, my royal family, I thank you for your love. I thank you for your support. And with that said, Ashe.